So, what's going on, everybody? Once again, Mr. Soul of a Man, aka Lon Alvarez, coming at you live with another video. So today I'm going to be doing a live reaction video to the gentleman of the hour, Mr. Kevin Samuels. This video caught my attention because it's a mother of two, and she's saying that she's dependent on the ancestors to bring her, the man, the next gentleman that's going to be her husband. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into this. I'm going to do my commentary since I, do work with my ancestors. That's why this caught my attention. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and jump into this thing.
I am a pharmacy technician, and I am also a tarot card reader.
And you notice right there when she says, hey, she says I'm a pharmacy tech and I'm a tarot card reader. He did the little cross, thing, and we all have different beliefs out here. That's the thing. We all have different beliefs. We all believe in something different, spiritually, or if we just naturally believe in ourselves. But when you look at somebody like Kevin Samuels, he's been on his grind for a minute. Gotta respect him for that. But in the last year or two, around the pandemic time, he's like really blown up, because of a viral video. I always say things happen for a reason. I always say things definitely happen for a reason. But him doing a little thing, I don't put it past people that they've had like some spiritual help, per se. If they're prayer, going to, somebody in the ATR, something like that. But there's always, it's always something else going on behind the scenes. But let's continue.
So
that's funny.
Do you want to have to work after your marriage?
I'm sorry?
I don't know what's going on with your audio, man. Am I on speakerphone or something?
I don't know. It's my phone. Sometimes I wish it was Android. I ain't gonna lie. I have an iPhone 11.
All right. Do you want to have to work after you are pregnant?
Will I work after I'm pregnant?
Do you want to have to work after you're married and pregnant?
How do you know that?
I said, do you want to?
Oh, would I want to? Yeah, of course not.
Really, do you want to have to work as a wife, or do you want to be a stay-at-home mom?
I want to be both. I want to be a partner. Depending, like...
No. You need both. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills in the household as a woman?
No.
All right. So that means you want a man who's a primary provider and breadwinner.
Yes, sir.
That means he has to pay for your 2 children and then any additional children. What state do you live in?
I live in Florida.
All right. So how much would a man need to make to pay for 2 children, 3 children, a wife, and himself that are middle class life? How much would he need to make? We're talking about just simple middle class life, house in the suburbs. Kids get cars at 16 years old. If they want to go to college, mom and dad can pay for it. If daughters got married, it's middle class. How much would you need to make?
I mean, no, what have I done?
Step into life. You're 30. You said you don't want to keep doing this. So this is what you've been waiting for, right? This should be easy.
Yeah. But it's different because, like, I don't know, I see life in a whole different.
Yeah, but you can see life in a whole different way. But when you go to check out the groceries, the bills too. The mortgage has to be paid. You can't pay life bills on tarot.
Okay, so right there he said that, you can't pay, you have to be more introspective and look at life. She says she looks at life in a different way. For her, I can tell that she really looks at things from from spiritual eyes, you know, in a sense, in that okay, so she realized, you know, she's really in tune spiritually, and she really she relies heavily like on those tarot card readings and things like that. You know, I'm not sure if she's you know, out there, if she has her own channel or anything like that. You know, can you make a living with the, you know, with doing tarot? Yeah, you know, there are people out there that make a really nice living, you know, doing, you know, different spiritual works and you know, things of that nature. But one thing about Kevin Samuels, the things that he says is that he really does make you think. You know, he's you know, you know, he's a guy that's like, okay, well, what are you doing with your life? You know, like he asked the, you know, his basic questions would be like, you know, how old are you? Do you have any kids? Are you married? Want to be married? He's the guy that holds the mirror up, you know, and he makes you look at that reflection in the mirror. A lot of people don't like to do that, you know, so that's why a lot of people come against him, and especially, and you know, he does it to you know, I say more women, but men and women, you know. So you know, I'm not gonna be one of the, you know, whatever. You know, I'm not against him. You know, I'm just here. You know, I'm just here as a neutral party. You know, in this instance. But let's continue.
So let's get real. How much does he need to make?
Actually, hold on. I changed my whole mind state. You just touched something, okay? So, in different words, I decide that I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? If that's an extra, actually that's extra, because I can provide for myself and I can provide for my kids on my own. Having a man is actually extra.
Hold on.
Yes, it is. And
hold on. You can provide. Is there a father in the life?
Yes. And he does a great job raising them. We're not together, but he does a great job.
So you don't want any additional
in their lives, sir.
So you don't want any additional children?
I do. I want a son. I don't have a son.
Going to be born outside of a marriage. That means you want the child to be born outside of the marriage.
Hold on. Naya, shut the door. I cannot hear what he's saying.
And again, you know, for this young lady, being 30, which is still relatively young, you know, she has 2 kids. The father is in a situation which is beautiful. You know, that I love that. You know, even though a lot of these situationships, you know, people, I don't know, you know, they get together, whatever happens. You know, if it goes into the realm of baby mama, baby daddy, that's where a lot of the chaos seems to come in. And then people, you know, they try to figure it out. And that's, you know, that's interesting within itself.
Shut the door now. Thank you. Okay, continue.
Well, if you want a child, they're either going to be born in a marriage or outside of a marriage. I was going down the marriage path, but you said you don't want that. So if you want a kid, you mean you want to be a baby mama.
I want a marriage, but look, I want love. You know, unconditional love.
That's cool. That's cool, but that don't pay the bills. You gotta be grown ups. You're 30, right? Let's grow up. Love is cool, but babies cost. If you want to have another child, either you want to be a baby mama or you want to be a wife. Either one, no judgment. Which path?
There you go. He hit the nail in the coffin. Choosing the right path in life. And I think sometimes it's crucial, you know, when we look at our lives and when we look at the journey, the destination, you know, where we truly want to go, you know, where our, you know, when we want our truest heart's desire, and looking at the path of least resistance, then resistance, and trying to figure out naturally how to get there, and also learning from other people's mistakes. Man, that is so important. I've met so many people. I don't have any kids of my own, but I've just along my life path, I've met people who religiously said that they would have waited to have kids, or they would have waited to have children, or waited to get married, whatever that case was. But they would have, a lot of people, and it's sad, or no, just say some people move forward in life, and they they have these regrets of like, oh, you know what, I should have done it differently. I think the main thing is like, getting with someone and building around them. Also, when you're going to your ancestors and you want them to do that work for you, you got to put in the work too. So it don't matter what religion, whatever, you could meditate and pray, all that stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like, I recently did some work with my ancestors. A lot of that stuff happened like in the same day, but you got to position yourself, man. I talked about the GPS, what's that called? The godly, spiritual, the godly positioning system, where you're going to be in the right places at the right time, but you gotta put in that work. I think that's where, and sometimes, you just have to have that ability to just be able to think on your feet. But let's continue.
Huh?
I want to be a wife, sir.
All right, and I asked you, did you want a man who's paying most of the bills around the house?
Yes, he's supposed to pay all the bills around.
No, he's not supposed to do nothing. Your current situation ain't paying all the bills.
I'm paying all my bills.
Exactly, because you're a man. So how much would a man need to make to pay for a wife and a family?
A decent amount.
That's not. I'm expecting a 30-year-old woman to answer.
For an average, between 50 to 100,000, maybe.
For a family of 5.
So, family of 5, today's economy, you got to be making some money, man. You got to really be making some serious money. It's like it's tried and true. Said, all right, you're making 50,000 with taxes, whatever that comes out to. If you're making, 50,000, you're not really making that. There are other things. Good thing now, there are other things that you can do legally, for side income. So, the important thing is to really know what you're getting into. And I think that's one thing he does. He really helps people to, just to really sit down and think, and just to say like, hey, ladies, just like you guys can look at a man and maybe look at his shoes and be or his nails, or, if you got a haircut or whatever. And, you could tell all of these things just to say like, and, whatever, I'm not going to say the high, but the value, just the value somebody as a human being and where they are, what they're doing in their life, and what they're going to do over their lifetime. That's important. And, to be somebody that's going to step into their life, you gotta be equally yoked, man. You gotta be equally yoked. That's so important. If you're going to go to your ancestors, it's great to go to them knowing, it's great to go in there knowing what you want, having confidence in yourself, or confidence. They can put in the work. That's not the issue. But when you go to them, it's very important to know who you are, to know who they are. You're not gonna know all of them, but just to know that even when you're praying to God, it's important to it's respect and obedience. that's the thing. It just says that too many people want full control, and it just don't always work like that.
Well, actually, family, yeah, or probably a little bit more. Yes, sir.
See, what this example tends to show when I do this is how, and I mean no disrespect, but how innumerate women are, and how emotional and flighty y'all are. But you just don't want to put numbers to it. So, do you make more than $50,000 a year? You said you're a pharmacy tech?
Yes.
You have 2 kids?
Yes.
Do you live with somebody else, or do you have your own place?
My own place.
Are you paid hourly?
Huh?
Are you paid hourly?
Yes.
So, yeah, ma'am, a family of 5 where a woman doesn't have to work, you're talking around $300,000 a year. Yeah, you may be able to provide, put a roof over your kid's head. That's the maintenance of a child. That's not providing for a future, college, this, that. It's just the basics. So the questions I'm asking really should be hard at 30 years old.
Because another thing, and I didn't want to touch it because I'm not like really, I'm not a confrontational person. I honestly believe in my spirit. You feel me? I believe in my ancestors, and they helped me. You feel me? Move through life. So when you ask me about the numbers,
Hold on. The audio's off. The audio's off.
You can hear me?
No, I can't. You said you say again.
I said when you were the honest answer, I cannot give it to you. I would love to get married one day. I would love to have another child. I would love to have that nice life. But I cannot put numbers, you feel me? I can't give you exact numbers of what you think a man should be making, what they should be doing.
What were you saying about your ancestors?
Sir?
What were you saying about your ancestors?
My ancestors, I was saying that I go, the spirits, my ancestors, that's what I follow. You feel me? They are the ones that give me my answers. So like, I can't, when you was giving me those numbers and stuff, I can't, they gonna give it to me. You feel me? Like I'm in a.
Okay, so she said that she goes to her ancestors. Okay, I'm with that 100%. She said that I can't crunch the numbers. You can crunch those numbers. You can. She's a pharmacy tech. She can go, she can be like, hey, ancestors, look, I want to go back to school. Maybe, I'm not sure if she has her level of education. She could I want either bachelor's, master's, all that. So I could get to that point where I'm making 6 figures, or help me with this tarot business, or, help me to write out the business plan, help me to scale this thing, so it can go, national, worldwide. You got the internet, you have so many different ways that you could apply, you could apply yourself, and you could apply these things, and one thing with her, she's lacking a little confidence, and she can still get there. She's still young. Yeah, I could just kind of tell she, like she said, she didn't want to get too much into, spirituality, a hard walk with spirituality, and we all have a different walk. We all have a very distinct and unique walk, in life, and we all get to our different destinations wholeheartedly just a little different. And that's okay. But our ancestors can do amazing amazing things in our lives. They really, really, really can. For those that believe that, again, we all believe in something a little different, but in life we have to be a little realistic. We can't just necessarily be like, okay, here, ancestors, y'all go ahead and take care of everything, or just like, here, God, y'all take care of everything, or Jesus, the angel, whatever, whatever it is that you believe in, so knowing that everything, even when she gets that man in her life, or that man in her life, it's like it is a partnership. That's going to be 50-50. It's the same thing with your ancestors. It is, it is, what is it, like it's like the law of attrition. It is, like I said earlier, equally yoked. It is the balance. It is the balance of it all. What Mr. Samuels is telling her is not far off. It's just not. I mean, I could honestly tell you that it's dead on, because she really had to sit down and think about some things that she probably didn't think of, or wasn't trying to think about, or it probably maybe it didn't come to her mind, so. If you sit down with your ancestors and get to know them, I guarantee you they will help you to work things. They will help you to work it out. And just staying on that right path, but not just the right path, that righteous path, and having, look at them as family, but family more or less on the other side, and family that walks in that light, that walks with power. That they're there to assist you. That's why I wanted to get more into this video. But I think we could just naturally stop right there. I think I'm good. But just when you are working with your ancestors, when you are on your journey, just know that it's going to be unique, and confidence is everything. Because they believe in you. You just got to believe in yourself and in your situation. Yep, ups and downs, bumps in the road, those things are going to happen. But looking at other people's lives and learning from their situation, and knowing, where you want to be, your plan can change. You can continue to, you can, like I said, learn from other people. You can, we can read books, we can get on YouTube and all of that good stuff. But I'm going to leave that right there. And again, so this has been another reaction video from Mr. Soul of a Man 504. And again, I am an author also and a public speaker. So if you guys want to check out my books, please you can go to Amazon under Damon Alvarez, or just go to my website if you like a personalized copy of one of my books. And I do have another book coming out very soon about spiritual journey, about the spiritual journey, working with your ancestors and all of that good stuff. But that'll be out very, very, very soon. But as always, folks, I am out. This piece. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Peace.